Hi everyone! In this video I'm going to show you how to cutting and stitching this little purse. So I made it as a candy purse for my little niece, and she's gonna wear it on Christmas Day with her Christmas dress, and I thought she would be happy to have it, so I decided to make it. So you can decide the size that you want it to be. As for this one here, so let's measure. The width is around 8 inches, and if you measure, the height is here around 6 inches, and I made the strap 31 inches length. So this is the look on behind, and here I have attached this little bow to make it more beautiful. So here is the opening. So we're gonna need printed fabric piece and a lining fabric piece. So you can use your scrapped fabric to create this little purse, and we also gonna need matching fabric piece to create this little frills around the back and for your bow here, and also for the strap. And if you need it to be close on the opening part here, you can use clip buttons like this one. We also need safety pins and a measuring tape, scissors, and of course we're gonna need a sewing machine to sew these fabrics. And before we begin to cut our fabrics, so here let me show you. I'm gonna use my scrapped fabrics. So this is going to be my main fabric, which is this one, and I'm gonna use this piece for the frills, strap, and for the bow. And here is my lining piece. So you can choose your fabrics as your preference. Here I'm using 100% cotton fabric. So before we get started to cut our fabrics, we have to create the pattern block. So for this you will need a pattern paper or a A4 paper or cardboard piece, whatever available with you. So I'm gonna use this A4 paper just for showing you. And here I have created my pattern block. So now we are going to create this one first, then we can cut the fabrics. So to create this pattern block, you're gonna need something that you can draw a circle. So you can use a bottle cap or a dish or anything that can give you a circle shape. So here I'm using a bottle cap. So grab it and place it on top of your paper and just draw a circle around it. So that's it, and now we are going to cut around it. Okay, so here I have cut it around, and now I have perfect circle. So now what I'm gonna do, so this is my original pattern block, so I'm gonna show you the size of it. So it's 7 inches, as you can see here. So I made this purse according to this pattern block. So the size of this pattern block is 7 inches, and now I'm going to mark here 5.5 inches. So here I have marked 5.5 inches and cut that piece out. So it's going to be this shape. So here I'll be showing you with this little circle. So originally I have marked 5.5 inches, and in here I'm gonna mark around 3.5 inches because this is small circle. So you can decide the size of your bag, so you have to make your pattern according to the size that you want to be your bag. Okay, so just here I have marked 3.5 inches, and now I'm gonna cut this piece out, and this is it. So we are going to use this as our pattern block. So we're gonna cut 2 pieces of printed fabric and 2 pieces of lining fabric. Okay, so the shape is going to be exactly same as this one. So let's grab your fabrics, and here I'm gonna use this fabric as my main fabric. So just open your fabric on your table and grab your pattern block and place it. And I'm gonna draw it around so it will make easy to cut your fabric. Or you can just pin it and cut around as your preference. So we're gonna cut 2 pieces from our printed fabric and 2 pieces from our lining fabric, and then I will be back. Here we have 2 pieces of printed fabric, and this is our lining fabric. So we have 2 pieces, and this is for the strap. Wide is 2 inches and the length is 32 inches. And this one is for the bow, 3.5 inches by 4.5 inches. Here is our frill piece. Wide is 2.5 inches and the length is 32 inches. So let's begin with our gatherings. So I'm going to do double line gathering. So you have to fold your fabric by half. And you can press it with your fingers. And when you're done pressing it down, we can go to our sewing machine for gather this. So set up your sewing machine into gathering stitches and we are going to begin. So remember to keep long strings on both ends. And we'll be doing one more line. And just so let's gather this. So now we're gonna grab our main fabric, which is our printed fabric. So here is one piece and I'm going to pin this frill into the main fabric this way. So we're gonna left half an inch on top here on both sides and pin this. Leave half an inch here and just pin your frill into the main fabric. So here I'm done pinning it around, and this is how it's look now. This is on behind. And now I'm going to grab the other piece here and face right side together and lay it on top of this piece just like this, and we are going to pin it here. And the other side here. Now we are going to stitch it around. So we will be stitching it this way on top here. So this is how it's look. So I'm going to leave 1 centimeter seam allowance and stitch it all around on top this way, and make sure you are not hitting your needle on your pins. So here I have stitched around, and now I'm going to trim these strings. And turn right side out. Remove your pins. Okay, so now we're gonna keep this aside, and we are going to move on to the lining piece. And here, grab your lining pieces and right side together, and we are going to stitch around. So here we are. I'm done stitching my lining part. So you have to stitch it around, and now we are going to turn right side out. Give it a press to get a good shape. Okay, so that's for the lining part, and now I'm going to show you here the strap piece. So grab your strap piece and fold it by half, just like this. Then open it So when you fold it, you can press it, then open it and fold the both sides by half into the center, just like this, and on the other side fold by half into the center. Then we're gonna fold it by half again. So this is how the strap gonna look, and we are going to stitch on both sides. So stitch on this way and stitch on the other side as well. So let me show you here. So we're gonna stitch it. So I'm done stitching strap, and this is how it looks. Now we are going to attach the strap into the bag. So grab your strap and the back pieces. So this piece here, right side out, and I'm going to take the strap and place it in here. And pin it. On the other side as well. So when we stitch later, remember you are not stitching on this piece. So you can fold it and pin it. So you won't be stitching on this part. Okay, so now we are going to stitch around. So before that, you can stitch here. So we're gonna stitch on the strap to secure the strap on the back. So here you can leave 1 centimeter seam allowance and stitch on the strap. On the other side, do the same thing. Just leave 1 centimeter seam allowance and stitch on the strap. So here I'm done stitching strap into the bag, and now we are going to grab our lining piece and we are going to turn it wrong side out. Then insert this piece into the lining piece. So just like this. And line up with the lining piece. So here strap piece on the side here, pin it, on the other side, line the stitching lines on both pieces and pin it. And I'm going to pin it all around. In here I'm gonna leave 2 inches space to turn it out, so I'm not going to stitch on this space here, so leave it open around 2 inches so we can turn it out. Then we are going to stitch the rest all around, leave 1 centimeter seam allowance and stitch it all the way. So we are going to turn right side out. And push in the lining piece into the bag. So to close up the opening part here, we are going to do top stitching around the opening. So you can give it a press, then stitch all around. So when you're done top stitching, you can attach the bow into the bag, find the center here and stitch it with hand stitching. Then you can attach clip buttons if you like to close it, but I haven't attached any clip buttons. I just leave it like this. So this is the final look of my bag, and I hope you guys like this tutorial, and don't forget to give a thumbs up to this tutorial if you like it, and thank you for watching.